Alright guys, welcome to the stream. Just gonna get started up real quick here. Sure, it's fine right
Today's theme is NC-17.
Yes, the good old the Pokemon card game. So you can tell it's April 1st. Just
Here, get the fan going.
as we're getting started up here, my testing partner here is going to be opening up a couple packs of Vivid Voltage. Interesting out of them.
Do you want to unwind a little bit this way so it doesn't look like it's off center? It's bugging a little bit.
Let's move this. That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a lot up there. Lily versus Elaine tonight. So I was gonna say Vulpix versus Eevee, but Vulpix isn't even on this man. So
All right. Let's open up some bulk.
whatever Voltage is, must have bulk. So yeah.
Go straight at it. Welmer, Clefairy, Jilbur, Weedle, Voltorb, Broton. Jolteon is the rare.
Boo.
And we got Anthe, Seedot, Barracuda, Woobat, an awesome Art Eevee, Trumbeak, Shed Ninja, Sirchester Bat is a trainer. How is this Shed Ninja? Is it any good?
Not really.
Put this Pokemon into play with only the effects of Ninja's cast off, and that's where we leave that.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that you got a pack opening itch out. Heads or tails?
Self never fails.
It didn't fail. You want to go first?
I'll
Second?
go first.
Alrighty. Oh, I know what that card is now.
I'll just start with it.
I probably will. Ha.
Buttercup.
Nah, it's
Seven. That's what I get.
yeah. Hey, Christian. Welcome to the
What's
stream.
up, man? No, I'm not. I'm actually on a stream right now. What's up?
Alright, sorry about the interruption. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. So this particular build of Palkia is different from the one last week. Last week we used the Inteleon build, so that's the one that has the Inteleon line, Scoop Up Nets, and Little Balls, and all the fun stuff that you're used to seeing from Ice Rider forward. This particular build though is going to be a little bit different. We are experimenting with the Bibarel line in place of the Ice Rider line, or Ice Rider, yeah, I'm even better, in place of the Inteleon line, because the Inteleon line just seemed to take more space than it was worth in the deck, and it made it so that you couldn't really include any alternate attackers. And part of that is that the Inteleon line is just so bulky that you don't have room for stuff like Suicune, and that's made worse by the fact that the Palkia is an evolution now. So you're not. It's not like Suicune where you're just using the space and woohoo, it's cool. You have to have that space for the evolution, so it makes things really tight, unfortunately. But we'll see how it goes with the Bibarel line. Maybe it's gonna be great. Maybe it's gonna be trash. That's what we're here to test. Welcome, Cooked Ice, to this stream. I don't know if that's cooked ice or cooked ice. Cooked ice? No. Probably cooked ice. Water. Either way. Alright. You gotta start. I'm gonna go draw a starter card and flip.
I'm going first. Just give me 2 seconds to finish this up.
Oh, I'm screwed. You got the double coughing stuff. Alright, so this build of Darkrai is using the 2 different Weezings. So it has access to the Rebel Clash Weezing. The Rebel Clash Weezing, of course, being the one with the ability that shuts off other abilities if it's in the active spot. And it also has the Chilling Rain Weezing with the ability to double the energies attached to the Chilling Rain Weezing. Or any Pokemon with Weezing in its name. So because of that, obviously when you're building up Darkrai, Darkrai does damage based on the number of Darkness energies you can play. Well, ideally, you want to attach those energies to the Weezing if you can manage it, because it will double those energies up for you, making you do significantly more damage than if you were just going to attach it to Darkrai, for example.
And it doubles up not only on its own Weezing, but on all Galarian Weezings.
All Weezings, yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to draw. See? I'm going to attach, because I can't attack. I'm going to pass.
Alright, turn. This is an interesting one. Let's see how we are going to start with that for sure.
And he says he's in trouble.
Well, I mean, you said double. It's only a matter of time.
Literally, that Starmie is designed to run this deck over.
And the Dialga. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, the Decidueye VSTAR should be getting tested soon here too. We wanted to start off with some of the more interesting ones right off the bat, rather. So we are starting with these guys. These guys are going to be interspersed throughout the entire time we're testing. So we'll see them against Decidueye. We'll see them against Dragapult with Typhlosion. We'll see them against a bunch of different decks. One of the decks I'm most excited about right now that we haven't built at the moment is Bisharp. Bisharp is looking really interesting, and I'm hoping that I can make it work. But we shall see. One, two, 4.
That's cheating.
That's a deck with options, sir.
I can you didn't make this deck with options.
Let's see here.
Just count this in.
Yeah. Let's just patience bucket. Yeah, de-weezing should be very interesting. Now I'm gonna have to find an out for that ability lock because if he gets that thing out, I won't be able to use my VSTAR ability to power up Mr. Palkia here. Part of the reason I'm doing this touch. With that, I could just pass.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna cry.
Just cry harder, sir.
I'll try my best.
I will say I've been really, really liking the Bibarel line and everything I've tested it in. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that it uses so much less space in the Antonian line, but it does make it feel like the deck has more space to do what it wants to do, even though it doesn't necessarily have the option to get exactly what it wants all the time. It's just, I like it. The Bibarel's nice. And it would make sense that both of the gods of Pokemon happen to come out in the same set. Alright, the Bidoof and the Arceus. My active Pokemon is Starmie V. So Starmie V has 2 attacks. First is Swift for double colorless, does 50 damage and is not affected by any effects on the defending Pokemon. And Energy Spiral, which does 50 times damage. That multiplier is based on the energy attached to all of my opponent's Pokemon. So in this particular matchup, this is an extremely strong card because if he's doubling up all the energies on his Pokemon, that counts as extra energy, even for Starmie's attack. So it's going to really rip right through him.
So I'm going to play Ascension, and I'm going to evolve to the Galarian Weezing with Neutralizing Gas. As long as this remains in the active spot, the opponent's Pokemon have no abilities.
Mm-hmm.
That was the attack.
Yes. You're using severe poison then.
No. Ascension was the attack.
Right. Right. Yes, that does make sense. Drop your turn. My brain is not on right now. All right, let's do this.
My
We're
deck
going
is
to
on.
evolve.
Can I switch?
Oh, you want to play Palkia suddenly? You were complaining about it last week. That's for turn.
Yeah, I lost once last week.
Treat. Let's use Melanie. 1, 2. And we are going to Spatial Swell for what's almost certainly a destructive knockout. That's 160.
190 actually.
Is it?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, because you're not the
Draw. And I'm going to very clearly scoop.
Well, darn. Okay, I guess we're going game 2.
13 energy.
Let's see what I had prized.
13 energy.
Okay. What I had prized? I've had worse.
Hey, look, something.
I mean, let's see if you can manage not to break this next game.
In case it wasn't clear, I am not a proponent of the 13 energy list that this deck currently runs, but this is why we play test.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking what was in your active.
Yeah, it was the starting at the time. Starting was really good there because I was able to retreat into the Palkia.
Five, six, better not. I don't think brick and six actually rhyme, but Also, that's
I'm assuming you're going first.
fine. Funny enough, probably going second is better with this stuff.
Yeah, probably Ascension, especially because you're probably going to start copying. Yep.
Draw.
Both decks are using Radiant Greninja. The previous build of the Palkia deck was running Radiant Hawlucha, but with switching away from the Enteleon, it felt best to use the Hawlucha. Or not the Hawlucha, the Greninja. I'm going to misspeak constantly tonight, I think. Well, at least you got a Darkrai out this time.
Right? Ultra Ball.
Okay. Look at you, finding cards.
Yay.
Although discarding Dark Patch and Training Court feels yucky, but hey. I think we're having some problems with drop frames. Not as bad as it was earlier. Sorry guys if I'm dropping out a little bit. My internet connection has been on the fritz tonight. Hopefully it'll allow us to have a decent stream still.
Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like,
I will pass.
draw off turn. Oh boy. I know like it. We're going to use Irida. Suddenly I am very glad that I have her.
For those uninitiated or didn't watch last week's stream, search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card, reveal them, and put them into your hand. The great thing about Sparkling Greninja, I have a copy over here, shows once during your turn you may discard an energy card from your hand and draw 2 cards. Its own little mini engine.
We're about to here we are going to discard.
Skyla can get you any trainer, right? Not just an item.
Skyla's a new trainer.
But you usually only play Skyla in order to get a trainer or stadium that you really need. Like Luminium for Skyla to pull everything out.
I mean, at this point, you're not really playing Skyla like ever, so it's that too.
I honestly, I remember it being like a real clutch move just to have a one of it. You need that choice belt. Fine, you can grab ball to Luminium, to Skyla, to belt.
I've really freaking liked Irida in testing. Like, it's pretty good. Let's see here. We are going to Melanie to the active. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, double supporter is nice and everything, but
Oh no, that's a good catch though. Just do this. That's what I was doing. Good catch though. I'm gonna see 2 of those cards anyway.
and this was the one attached with Melanie, wasn't it?
No, that was a manual touch.
Oh, was it?
Wait,
No, it was the one with
no.
Melanie.
So this is
Because you dropped one right now for Greninja, and then the other one was a quick
Okay,
buff.
yeah. We're good.
You still have a manual touch though.
No, I haven't. Yay, hooray. We test not to make misplays, and here we are.
But what I meant is, you still have the ability to manually attach.
Yeah, I know. It was like not a great start, and that double supported knuckle. Victoria says, "What do you think of single strike Urshifu with Umbreon?" I want to like it, but I think, especially in Astral Radiance, it just kind of outclassed by a lot of stuff. I think Gengar is a big one, actually. Gengar is one I want to test for Astral Radiance specifically. Dark Patch does some disgusting things for Gengar, and I'm looking forward to seeing it go haywire.
I agree. Frankly, I just don't like the Pokemon.
Gengar?
No, single strike. Well, honestly, just this whole single strike archetype, besides Umbreon, because I've really I'm a big Umbreon fan, and I've been trying to just find a way to play him, and I built the single strike, and I'm just not excited about that deck. It was just seemed very bland.
This stadium is literally useless against you too. Manual attachment. Might as well bump it just to get it out of the way. And domain ruler.
What does it do? Search for a stadium?
Yeah.
Okay. Draw. I'm actually going to go one of two different ways here.
I'm glad you cut the double support. That was a big stupid on my part.
It's not your fine. Let's start your best. Why not? During your turn, you may search your discard for up to two item cards and put them into your hand.
Dark Patch, Ultra Ball. Okay. Just realized I have a VSTAR marker in here, or the X one for that matter.
So we are going to Ultra Ball.
Okay. See, now I'm scared because he's getting things moving.
Iron Weezing.
He's definitely. So where's that switch? Watch it be an escape. Hey there, Poketech. I do wonder if we're going to have a judge visit tonight. Yeah, kitties are on the run, so.
Dark Patch.
Okay.
Now here's where I can go one of two different ways.
Yes, this is Darkrai VSTAR versus Origin Form Palkia. This particular build of the Palkia deck is the Bibarel version, not the Inteleon version.
Attach to all your Pokemon. So, if I have 3 attached, that'll double to 6. So 6 times 3 is 180 plus 30.
This only doubles on attached to Weezing.
I'll only attach to Weezing. That makes sense. Okay.
Not this Weezing, but any Pokemon with Weezing. Still.
Then I know what I must do. At least for now. I want to ensure retreat. Professor's research. I had the other one, but I really wanted this reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Never published.
The other coughing, ready to become a wheezing.
We're going to retreat.
See, Energy Factory Wheezing isn't really a useless card, though. It just hadn't found its niche yet. I like to compare cards like this to Chimecho from Crimson Invasion, because that's one of my favorite examples of this, where the card isn't actually useless, it just didn't find its use yet. It's beautiful, right? Chimecho was absolutely disruptive when people figured it out. But before then, it was like a 5-cent bulk card.
Quick ball.
Ooh, that's cool. Sacred Ninja. Turning all of those 13 darkness energies into draw power.
I am literally setting myself up to get like Palkia right now, but we'll see if it pays off. Dark Patch.
Mm-hmm. I can only assume that's being attached to Lethan. Yes. Multiplier on this guy.
So then that would make it 4, because this is 2.
So 30,
1, 2,
30 plus
4.
30. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times
120, so we'll do 150. Is that the right math?
4. Yes, 150. Yes, it only doubles energy attached to Pokemon with Wheezing in their name.
I could have gone a different way with this. But yeah. 150.
Okay.
Dark Pulse.
Wouldn't evolve. Touch return.
As mentioned, setting myself up to get hit in the face.
Melanie. This time, I'm not having used Irida. Bench. Patch. I mean, you're gonna hit in the face, but I don't know how hard.
It's literally enough.
Is it right now? 5, 9 times 20, 180 plus 60 base 250. I'm still gonna finish my turn. All right. Secret asset for 2, 1 and 2. Not what I wanted to see.
Without the belt, it would have been 20.
I was wanting that. I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is Suicune math is what I'm thinking.
Suicune math is full bench. Well, let's find out. This is 9 right now, right?
9.
And it does 20 for everyone, right? So 180, right? 180, 210, and then the 60 base is 7.
Suicune is 20, so 20 base for Suicune.
Yeah, 20 base, yeah. So because Suicune, if you max everything out, caps out at 220. Yeah, right? So right now you would be short 1 of 220. You'd be with 200 on Suicune. But
It's just disgusting.
you do Suicune math and then you add 40 because Palkia is base 6 instead. So 240 plus the belt, 270.
Let's do this. Spatial Spill for knockout.
Boo.
Welcome, 9 card, to the stream.
I'll have an easy.
I think Hisuian Heavy Ball is cool, but I don't know if it's worth it. Just because the deck really wants so much other stuff that unless you like desperately need a specific Pokemon, it's probably not going to be worth using. I can see decks like Durant would really love it, but I don't know about regular decks like this one.
At this point, let's just go heavy. Go big or go home, right? Draw.
Okay, but you still don't have enough energy to attack. Okay. Yeah, that's a little upsetting. Yes, it does. Poketech, it does indeed play the ability lock wheezing. You actually got it out in the previous game.
Not a good
Not
deck.
the only thing that it did in the previous game, but you know. I do feel like this deck runs a lot better with the Bibarel engine, and it's just partly because it's not reliant on having Inteleon to get anything. Feather Ball to me is just a toy for Mew to burn when it needs to burn, or to find a Mew when it wants it. And even then, I'm not sure Mew's going to bother to play it. Hisuian Heavy Ball is super niche.
About Secret Essay.
It's good, but it's niche.
I got 2 Ultra Balls, by the way.
Busted.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't freaking do it again.
I don't want to do it.
I mean, Featherball does have targets, right? Mew is one of them, but and Starmie actually is one too. If I had a Featherball in this deck, I would be able to get Starmie with it, which wouldn't be the worst thing right now, to be honest. But it's not really necessary. Ultra Ball and Quick Ball are just better. Now maybe when Quick Ball rotates, we can consider Feather Ball a little bit more.
Ultra Ball.
But I just don't see it useful right now. Jolteon. Yeah, Jolteon, that's a good consideration actually. Because Jolteon is for retreat, right? Yeah. So yep.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like, and this is honestly my first impression of this Darkrai was this specifically. I don't think the output is enough.
Honestly, that's how I thought about Darkrai the whole time. I don't think Darkrai's got it. I think it's asking too much.
I think so too. I think there's a lot of good support for it. It's too slow for it. And frankly, I think that I was thinking that even under the impression of Hilarious Wheezing, for whatever reason, now remembering that it's only on him, and even that was still slow.
Yeah, its ramp is just too slow. Because really, you just absolutely flood your board with dark energy. And if anything gets knocked out, you lose 10 damage. And that's just awful.
Right?
Does Cast Form really need search support, though? Like, you would rather run Quick Ball or Ultra Ball, right? Because you can discard stadiums. I feel like you just don't want Feather Ball and Cast Form at all.
Pass.
Koopa Moltres and which deck or for which card? I'm trying to figure out what's being referenced here. We're going to. Oh. Mostly for giggles. Research. Vicious bucket. Yeah.
I'm gonna try a different strategy with the same list. Maybe I'm playing it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I think even with Arceus, it's probably going to be too slow. It's certainly we're trying with Arceus because Arceus is one of the builds that we want to play with. But I don't know. The problem with Darkrai is that multiplier is just bad. It's too low. And we're going to secret asset for 2. 1, 2.
The output, honestly, for it to be worth it, it needs to have an output in the 200s easy, and that requires you need at least 2 here.
This is my VSTAR card.
You need like let's see, 6 times 3, 180 plus 30, 210. For it to be worth it, it needs to be at least 240.
All right, so Star Portal says 1 string return. You may attach up to 3. It is 3, not 5. Energy cards can just kind of pile your Pokemon in any way you like. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And we are going to Spatial Smith. Does Dark Patch help Darkrai? I mean, yeah, it helps, but is it enough? I'm not sure that it is in this build. I agree. I think you need to always focus on disrupting the opponent with the ability.
That's what that's what I was thinking right now. Just like maybe I'm playing it wrong, but give me the pro bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna Ascension. Hey, no targets.
No way.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, but okay. Draw for turn. Melanie. Retreat.
What's your retreat?
Energy. Going attached with Melanie.
Oh.
And then we'll knock you out. I mean, it adds extra energy, which helps with its multiplier, right? So you're going to do 30 for each energy. And if you're using Dark Patch onto a Weezing, you're doing 60. Isn't it you're scooping? Okay. So that's 2-0 for Palkia. We're going to go to a new series.
The frustration is real.
Yep. This is why we test. Yeah, I like, from what I've seen so far, I like Samurott more too. And I think 9 card, I think I actually even said that when we did the video with Samurott. I mean, I did mention that I also built Samurott because it was the deck I was more certain was going to be in a set. But I do generally think that Samurott's more likely to be a bit stronger out of the gate.
I think there is a different build of this Darkrai deck that, like you said, it focuses completely on more disruption and then doing Darkrai like sweep up. But I still think it needs support. I don't like the straight Darkrai.
Well, it's darker community.
I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna probably end up trying it next week with Arceus. So there's that, but like,
honestly, I'm gonna build my own list.
you build your own one.
Yeah.
With Arceus, or how you build it?
I'm gonna do Galarian Moltres with it.
With Moltres, okay.
Yeah, Galarian Moltres
So-
with the baby and the V.
Both.
Because I feel like the acceleration of it, And I love accelerating and energy switching.
Yeah.
That's just my bread and butter with playing that deck. So that can very easily be switched over to the Weezing.
9 card says, "You kicked my ass with that deck. I demand a rematch trial by combat." Well, hey, if you're up for another round of testing, I mean, I don't know if it has to be with that specific deck or if I'm bringing something else. Maybe I'll bring Bishart. We'll see. I do really want to build Bishart because that deck looks super fun to me. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Nope,
Fails.
it did. I will go ahead and go first.
They're going second. Without Ascension time. We'll figure this out.
Face up. Honestly, I really liked the Greninja in this deck. I don't know if you liked it in yours too, but
Yeah,
it's good.
it's a one-off in pretty much every deck in my opinion.
Draw for turn.
I'm saying it's a one-off like there's another choice in the map.
Seek an asset.
Can I ask how many draw supporters are in this deck?
I want to say it's 8. Let me look at the list. There. It is running 7.
Or research 3
Or
Marnie?
Research 3 Marnie.
I haven't seen a single one.
In either any of the games?
Oh no,
Or in
I'm
this
sorry.
game?
I saw one research.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw research.
One research. In both games.
Sanity.
No, I'm wrong. I also Marnied it. So 1 and 1.
This is risky.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, actually, I'm running Starmie in this deck. I haven't needed to use it, but it is in the deck. Did Starmie? I don't remember. Did Starmie get used against Thiago last week or not really?
Yes. He was under the threat of Starmie.
So he didn't actually get hit with it.
No. Because the turn that he managed to get all 5 energies on Dialga, he managed to turn me. It was the only one I lost last week.
Five.
Up there.
1, 2, 3.
Does Telescope like Sight work on his shurikens?
Yeah. This deck is actually really good with Bibarel. Now it has room for other stuff.
Now that
It's
it has
actually breed.
Well, here's the thing. The problem I was having last week is that it was strictly focused on Palkia.
Yeah.
You have the Suicune to kind of give you a little bit more.
I haven't actually used it yet.
Right. But I'm saying you have a possibility. Like right now, you're not worried too much because you don't have the Palkia out.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have something to focus on. Right now, I'd be dreading if I don't have the Palkia, I'm literally going to have to look for a Palkia my next turn, and then Palkia VSTAR is not coming down until a third turn. H.
Fleetfoot. Double check. One first. So that's good.
So Melanie.
Still good. Wish we had Aqua Patch. Make this text so broke.
So you want Aqua Patch, Metal Saucer, and Dark Patch in one format. Okay.
We'll add a herb patch or something. I want more grass support, damn it. That type never gets love.
Come on, man, we're
The
getting
one time
Gardenia.
they gave it to it, they're like, screw it, ban it.
We're getting Gardenia's, what is it?
Yeah, but is that enough? We'll find out, I guess.
Draw.
Ninkard says, I really enjoy the
Right.
Lucario V-Star. I may or may not have gotten all my promos already. Yeah, and you kicked my ass with the Lucario V-Star. So the ass kicking has come full circle.
Ascension.
All right, here comes my crying. Draw for turn.
You.
I don't think that's what you meant to get, but okay.
No, notice the lack of supporters in my hand.
I'm amazed that you don't have the supporters.
And every single time that I've like, damn it, let me draw something. I've seen an energy card in my hand. I keep thinking 13 energy.
I am realizing it up though. Draw for Nani. 1, 2, 3. Just a doof. Should have well, yeah, I should have touched it last turn. Didn't. I should have.
You want a switching card?
And you have energy factor, not energy factor. You have energy. The ability to
Neutralizing,
off,
yes.
yeah. So I am just stuck. Pass to you.
Draw. No! Why?
Get the research finally.
No!
Another energy. What did you top deck? Or as
court.
turn?
Severe poison.
Take 4. I do wonder if training court is the right state. I'm actually putting it on. Draw for turn. Let's make sure that it's not a 1-tick poison.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Really though?
Yeah, really.
It should have a different marker for severe poison. Like a darker poison marker. I mean, there's been enough cards already to make it a separate status, in my opinion.
You should just do it the New Legends Arceus and create a whole bunch of new states divisions. Right?
Just do paralysis. Bring paralysis all the way back. Stun. Paralysis is too broken. That's why they use it very sparingly.
Okay. Right. Or did I already support her? I think I might have already supported her. Okay, Melanie already.
No, you didn't.
Was that?
That was last turn. Because that one already had an energy.
Okay,
It already
yeah,
had those over there.
That's right. Because I was complaining about it after using the Melanie. All right.
Don't take your money away from me.
That moment when you're so desperate, you have to have your opponent money.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I finally see a supporter because my opponent hit me with it.
I don't know what you were talking about and not being enough.
What not being enough? Oh, I was talking to myself.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is like it was plenty without it, without the star.
With for this, yes.
Yeah. You were trying to get him?
I was seeing if I could go after him. Yeah. I was short. I need a choice belt or a choice belt and a best sitter. Actually, I think. Yeah. We're gonna Blizzard Rondo though, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 140, 160. Grass needs to come back in a big way. I need a Blossom V, and it needs to be like the Mew counter. I don't know how it would specifically counter Mew, but it needs to shut it down so hard that it shifts the meta away from it. That way Blossom will be everybody's favorite deck. I don't know why they gave love to Lilligant instead of Blossom. That's just messed up. Like, where do they give love to the Blossom clone?
And Stark Abyss just makes me want. It leaves me wanting it to be Arceus.
Funny how that is.
Mm-hmm. All it does is remind me that it's not Starburst.
Yeah, it's not. That's the thing. Starbirth is so good. Although, to be fair, Star Portal is also really good. Yep. Hey, look, you saw a supporter card.
Hey. Quick ball.
Okay.
There's single Crobat.
Yeah, I think it's just the one. Pretty sure it's just the one.
He's still poisoned, so he should have 80 damage.
That's where I cry about it. Because I should have taken it into account when I was doing my stuff. I absolutely should have just retreated them.
Crobat for 4. Delirium Ways you can run a 2/2 up, right?
It's a 2 and 2 split. I take it the second one's priced.
Awesome. Dark Bolts with only 2 on him is going to be
90 rare. 3 base. 30 for each.
that would be 90, and he's gonna get another 40 off of the severe poison when I
130
end.
80, that's a KO, right? Exactly enough, man.
130, yeah, I think so. It's 120 and 90.
And we see them. So yeah.
Exactly enough to knock it out.
So
Not quite yet.
is Darkrai gonna take prices finally?
Single.
No, 2 prices. A single knockout, 2 prices.
This was a manual touch.
I believe so. Unless you had it on the bench up earlier. Turn.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna Dark Pulse for knockout.
Poison actually did something because I missed it, but still it did something. Right. Put you guys forward, put you down. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I'm about to use Industrious Scissors for the first time in 3 games. And this build already still feels that much better, even without having used it. Industrious
I told you
Scissors.
the video was fun.
1, 2.
Honestly, I feel like Bibarel is just once Centellion cycles out, everything's gonna run the baby.
Not quite at 3 yet. Get rid of it. Vicious Bucket. Vicious Bucket for turn. I know Water Pokemon too, right? Okay, can I just say that I'm really like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird too because like you look at her effect and at a glance, it's like that's not that strong. Then you actually play the card and it's insane.
I mean, it's Suicune. Remember when Suicune first came out? It was like, all right, so, but then you realize that quickly adds up to magic numbers.
It's used.
And the thing is that the VSTAR doesn't give up an extra prize, so it's essentially just an upgrade to.
I mean, in a way, it's like the
Like a break.
Cave of Toughness.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's like
so.
Cave of Toughness. But
It's like if you were to put a Cape of Toughness on it to give it more HP, and then he gets all these perks with it.
I think the way this would be much better though is if it had the actual attack still, just with the lower ramp, or not lower ramp, the lower base. So like, because like right now, Palkia V is a terrible attacker.
Yeah.
But when you evolve it, it's good. But Suicune is good for Suicune's in. Well, Suicune is a much better attacker. Okay, now I'm actually going to use Star Portal. 1, 3.
But then you get Star Portal. That's why it's like, it's definitely better than just a Cape of Toughness.
Yes, Star Portal is crazy too because now I've got these guys ready to go too. And
250 rounds. No, well, 220 without the belt.
so I need that horn. Or do you even have basics in the tech? You're gonna discard it now. You do, right?
Yeah.
Coughing? Yeah. That horn would be good.
One right here.
Yeah.
Or horn to increase your thing.
Secret asset. I'm gonna get 1, 2. Ninja who failed me. Not that it matters, it wouldn't have been enough anyway, but we'll just do damage. So.
1,
2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 60, 220.
draw. I put half an energy.
Speaking of made it half. Who have these on this energy? You just like grab a pair of scissors. That moment when the sleeve is actually worth more than the energy that's inside.
All right. Let's say if I were to pull a belt or something like that. What number do I need to hit?
So you need to get it.
So it does 30 plus 30. So 30 is already off. So I need to hit 250, 30, right? 248. I need 8 energies
To get a one shot.
to get a one shot. Yeah.
And that's with the bell, right?
Well, no, that's even short. Because 8 energy and the base 30.
Minus 30 with the belt. Minus 30 with the base.
Okay, if I get the belt,
Divided by 30.
I need
You need 8.
I still need 8. I can't even do it with 7.
It's 7.3. So you have to have 8 still to get the
With the belt.
with the belt.
8 with the belt.
With the belt.
I think that should illustrate exactly how bad this deck is.
Well, I mean,
Because
you have the
280,
Weezing.
280 is the magic number. That's Arceus. That's where the VSTARs are pretty much at right now. Yeah, some of them are going to be lower than that, but if you can't hit 280, what are you doing?
I mean, you can double it up if you hit Dark Patch to Weezing. So that's 2/2 every time you do that. So,
Yes, but think about it like this. I'm under threat of knockout right now.
Yeah.
So
very bad threat, actually.
yeah. Right now, I need to find 4 energy to attach to this Weezing. So I need 3 dark patches and a manual attachment. And the belt.
And the belt.
And the
But
belt.
you also need the belt. It's actually interesting. Even though these are opaque, like in real life, on stream you can kind of see the energies coming through from here for the proxies.
Yeah.
So El Trendy Beast says attack the Weezing.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to switch this out and go severe poison. I don't know if you meant with this one, but I'm going with this one. It literally is like he can only attack when everything is perfect.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And maybe that's one of those things where the deck just needs Arceus to set itself up because it needs that energy in play, and Arceus is good by itself.
Because this is only to take 2 prizes.
Yeah.
This entire thing is to take 2 prizes,
I mean,
which you will come back and reclaim those 2 prizes right back right now. This is not good.
You haven't used a supporter card yet, right?
No.
Okay.
See if he ever gets off or gets bossed or whatever.
Rupture. Oh yeah.
No, I got stuff to do. Research. I just wanted to complain about how much stuff I need to do.
Watch you get it all. 3 dark patches, the energy, you have all of it. That'd be freaking hilarious. That'd be really hilarious.
It would happen.
One dark patch. How many dark patches do you have to discard? 2?
Yeah.
That's all 3 right there.
What do you mean?
You have 2 in discard, right?
No.
You have one?
That's the only one.
Okay, so
Save that spot. Severe poison. There's a good mark.
How much XP do you have left? On the Darkrai, 60?
I'm sorry, 50. You're humiliated, aren't you?
Energy Spiral for 9.
or what is that?
100.
250.
Oh, for all your Pokemon. Oh, yeah, it's a murder.
That's 50,
They're
100,
doing it just on this.
200. Hold on. So
It's a murder.
this is 150, 250. Because this one's doubled up right now.
Yeah, that's a I was mentally thinking it was just the active
Uh-huh.
was plenty because like, then I can free retreat into the pocket if I need to, but that's just brutal. Yeah, I thought he had a second one in the discard pile. He didn't because he could have gotten it if he did, but he didn't have it, so he only had the one in the discard that he used. And I draw that.
Person hand.
6.
Research. Scoop, but I really should scoop. Treat.
We had that animation on PTCGO, or absolutely nothing on PTCGO.
Absolutely. Click bomb.
So 13 energy still feels like too much.
Draw 2.
That moment when Brandon Court plus Greninja becomes draw.
Now I already this shit. Like this. Make shuffling my discard platform.
It's me.
What is that? 120, 150? If I would attack.
You're at 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Oh no, you don't even. Oh yeah, yeah. You're 4, and then you have energy on him. No. The 4, yeah, 150 with the choice spell.
Illustrating the point.
Feels like Darkrai numbers, yo.
Severe poison.
Draft turn. I feel mighty thin right now. Well, yours is pretty thin too, considering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got plenty of energy though.
That's your disc.
Correct.
Industrious and scissors for 2. 1, 2. Melanie.
This needs a turbo package or something.
Turbo package.
Like essentially, for sure, turn one ascension, shit like that. But honestly, this slows everything down. Essentially, giving enough your opponents to get what they need. Stuff that doesn't really require abilities.
This deck isn't super reliant on
Abilities. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's the matchup, but this is way too slow. And the only thing that I can think of right now is that if you're stacking it on these guys, right? It's just one boss away from crippling your attack. See what I mean? 130 is not a hard number to get on any guy. At least it shouldn't be. this deck is definitely having a hard time hitting 130. I'm severe poisoning something with free retreat. Let's just put two down.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, do I leave the start me active? I don't think I do.
No, why would you?
Because well, it's gonna get knocked out. This is the problem. If it stays active, it will get knocked out. Whereas if you're gonna have a harder time knocking it out.
I mean, no, I mean, why would you keep it active? Yes, 100% it gets free retreats.
To keep the harder hitter on the bench, but honestly, he's the hard hitter. So, although maybe not. Special.
He's the more dispensable. Okay. It's literally throw it at the time. Draw. Right. Hitting cord for ninja, draw two. Manual touch. On 4. Game. There's no one for me to hit the fucking number, dude. It's 280. I need 3 more here.
Lot.
And you're hitting that very easily. Yeah. Yeah. Scoop.
On the game 2 for series 2.
Set up and scoop.
Set up a scoop.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I kind of want to tweak that to see if I can make it work better, but this is
So you just want to call it for tonight then?
hard. No. If you give me like 20-minute break, I can make a new list out of this. I feel like it's doable.
I'm gonna sparkle too. I think we come back to this next week.
Okay.
I think maybe Darkrai with Wheezing is not the answer. I think trying it with Arceus is probably the answer. So we'll give it a shot with Arceus next week.
Still think the problem is it's not high enough. If you're not hitting 280, in my opinion, your deck sucks.
So Hisuian Samurai VSTAR does not hit 280.
I agree, but it hits it much easier than setting this up. This isn't even hitting 200.
It's true. It's usually hitting about 150, and that's with the choice spell.
Drive.
is a little on the rough side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's do something a little different to wrap up the stream tonight. We know that last night there were a bunch of cards revealed from the twin Japanese sets, Time Gazer and Space Juggler.
Jirachi, you.
So if you are interested, you can do a double review of that.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Poke Beach here real quick. I helped assist with translations for last night's reveals. I did many of the translations for the Space Juggler set specifically. Let's go ahead and pull it up.
I'm low key. I went to print these proxies out to Kinko's, and now I'm regretting spending the $3 on them.
Oh, for the Darkrai.
On the proxies, yes.
That's bad. That's really bad. I mean, I think we'll make it work. It's just not as it's built currently, probably.
The dark patches, at least, I'm going to put this in